Seth a wide open layup. It's just hyping everybody up and making sure everybody's locked in on the details, not leaving Gerard, staying physical on Hall and Shefflin, and not leaving the shooters like Wiggins, and they're staying together as a unit.
Does that signify a really connected team?
Yes, sir. I mean, we're connected from off the court, on the court. Everyone loves each other. There's no beef. There's no hard feelings. I want to see Armando win. Armando wants to see me win. We want to see everybody else win. It's amazing.
And as a byproduct of that, the fact that you guys appear unflappable right now. You appear unflappable. Is that a byproduct of it? The game was kind of rugged.
Yeah.
Well, you guys were dealing with circumstances the last 2 games where it was physical, wasn't pretty all the time, weren't great stretches, but you guys continue to plug forward. Your disposition doesn't show that the other team is on a run or anything like that.
I mean, I think that's the biggest thing on the road is keeping your calm. I mean, when teams are trying to get the crowd riled up and yelling at you and bumping, I mean, the crowd's going to be on their side and the refs are going to be on their side. That's just how it goes. I mean, on the road. So, we stay together. And, I mean, at the end of the day, all of us are dogs. We like that type of play style. We don't want it to be pretty. We don't want it to be easy. We want it to be hard.
You guys won a game and only made 7 free throws today.
I mean, it happens. We got to figure out ways to win. Just like at Pitt, we shot 29% from 3, 30% from the field, and we figure out a way to win. At the end of the day, good teams figure out a way to win.
What does it say?
I'm dealing with a little sprain or hyperextension or whatever you want to call it in my right. We're not quite sure. It's called a sprain in my right wrist. It's been happening. I've had that since Kentucky game when I fell. I've kind of been trying to nurse it and play through it, and I feel like soon I'll be okay.
Is it just like a tape?
It's like tape trying to take load off.
You've been short a little bit in the lane lately. Is that a result of that?
I mean, I don't want to make any excuses. I feel like I just got to get my touches back, but I mean, it does play into it. It does play into it.
I tweeted yesterday.
What does it say about the balance of this team? You had RJ scoring more than 20 points 8 consecutive games, and then 2 big wins, and you didn't need that from him. What does it say about the balance?
I mean, we're such a talented team. Any day it's going to be anybody's game. I mean, there's Seth, there's RJ, there's Elliott, there's me, there's Armando, there's Jay Witt, there's Zayden, Paxton, Cormac. I mean, you keep going down the list, James. I mean, you name anybody, everyone contributes to this team.
Really physical game. I was talking with Bacon just about, the block at the end of the first half. Also, he's wrestling down 2 guys for that loose ball second half. When you see moments like that, does that fire you up at all, or just how do you react to that?
I mean, those are the games I live for. Shefflin, number 4 on their team, got the better of me, for 1 possession, 2 offensive rebounds. But those are the games I live for. I mean, we love that type of play. We're all big guys. We spend time in the weight room. We lift. I mean, we're ready for it.
Harrison, you haven't played Duke or Miami or UVA yet, but have you had some welcome to the ACC moments here this week?
Definitely. Just being on the road, I mean, the atmosphere is different than the Pac-12. Besides the Arizona teams, bigger teams, I mean, atmosphere is crazy. It's crazy. I love it.
Obviously, you can measure points, rebounds, assists. There's a million stats, but are you starting to see from this team just sort of the tenacity and the guts? I don't know, for lack of a better description, that you need to be able to pull things like this out?
I mean, we talked about at the beginning of the year. Everybody on this team has a chip on their shoulder for different reasons. Everybody wants to win. Everybody wants to be great. Everybody wants to play at the next level. Everybody wants to win a championship, ACC championship. And I feel like I've never been on a team where this many people work that much harder for practice every single day. People are there 3 hours before practice, 4 hours before practice, 3 hours after practice shooting, and just trying to get better.
How about Paxton for 3? I don't believe you trailed after that. I have to go back and look. I mean, not many have fallen for him this year.
I mean, he's a great shooter, though. If y'all saw him in practice, man.
Saw him this summer. He wasn't missing.
Yeah, he doesn't miss.
This summer,
I mean, he can shoot. He's a good shooter. If we trust him, and that shot is the shot that we wanted to take. No one was surprised. We all crashed. It was a good shot.
I want to ask about that moment in the second half when Clemson made finally their first 3 in the game. You all held them without a bucket from 3 the entire night. They finally hit one, and then you come back and you answer. That seemed like a really important moment in the game. Can you just talk us through that, what you saw in that possession? Because
that's one thing that coaches, especially Coach Davis, really talks about. When teams get layups, so they get a post touch, they're trying to get back quickly. I mean, we're playing small, so we're fast. We're faster than most people at the 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So when they hit a 3, we're trying to get out and run, get a 3 back. They get a layup, we're trying to get out and run, get a layup.
You didn't wear the tape. I mean, I'm trying not to make it a wrist update every day, but it was like the flex tape or whatever.
It was Kate. Yeah. Just trying to. I mean, I sprained my wrist against Kentucky. Just trying to, play through it.
But I'm saying, how did it Was it different? A different feel without him?
Definitely feels better without. I definitely will not probably wear the tape anytime else because it hurts. But I mean, it's definitely easier to shoot without the tape. But I feel like I touched it around the rim. I've been a little off, and I just got to get back in the gym and keep working.
First three too. Just wide left.
Wide left and short, man. Man, if I kept shooting, that's the game.
How many straight games did
I'm sure you haven't studied NC State quite yet. What have you heard about just kind of the history of that matchup and history?
I've actually watched them play a good amount because my former teammate Michael O'Connell was on that team from Stanford, played for 2 years. So I mean, I've watched them play a good amount. I know they got DJ Burns, who's a pretty good player. I know they got DJ Horn from Arizona State, he's a pretty solid player. 6'1", quick, shifty guard. They got MJ Rice. I think he just started playing again. He's athletic, young guy, but he's athletic, a lot of potential. And we know they're a good team. We know it's going to be a way bigger crowd than this at NC State. That's a rival. You know we're ready for that game.
I was just saying, what have you heard about that environment? Armando over there said some of these guys don't know what they're getting into on Wednesday night.
I mean, I heard to get off social media for the next 5 days. Whatever they say, just let it in through one ear, out the other ear, and that's all I'm going to do.
How many consecutive games have you been wearing the tape on your shooting hand?
Say that one more
How
time.
many consecutive games had you been wearing the tape on your shooting hand?
3, I think, since the Kentucky game. After the Kentucky game, I've been wearing it. Yes, sir.